Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Crow, your facilitator for this mini lecture series. This lecture is 6 of 6 on the business plan. We'll be discussing the executive summary. The executive summary is arguably the most important part of the business plan, and depending on who you ask, should be written last. Why should the first thing in the business plan and the most important part of the business plan be written last? Well, because it contains a lot of important information. And if it is written first, then everything else that you write in the business plan has to refer back to this executive summary. So work through all the other elements of the business plan and come back to the executive summary to compile the information that you've put together in the other portions. So what is the executive summary? Well, it should be a 1 to 2 page, clear, concise, compelling story of your business. It should contain all of the key elements that are put together very well to draw your potential investors and stakeholders in and entice them to read further into your business plan. If your executive summary isn't compelling, if it doesn't reach your target audience, that's your potential investors and stakeholders, they're going to be less likely to read the rest of your business plan. So what goes in this business plan? Well, remember that we only have about 1 to 2 pages. So there are a few key elements that we need to make sure that we include. So we'll start off with your mission statement. Your mission statement should be a brief description of the company's mission and vision, your goals, what you are going to do, and who you are going to do it for. In the past, Walmart's mission statement was to save people money so they could live better. Clear, concise, specific, okay? Tells you who, what, okay? Next is the business description. Remember, you've already written a business description. You already know what your business is about. But remember, we're doing an overview because we only have 1 to 2 pages, all right? So this business description should provide an overview of your products and services, but this is not a detailed business description, and it should not be a detailed products or services description, okay? This should also go into your market opportunities. So a summary, a very brief summary of your market analysis and the opportunity. Who is your target market? Briefly though, very briefly, we're not going to go into your whole customer persona, but we're going to kind of glaze over it and let the potential investors know who you're going to serve and why they need you, that there is an opportunity in the market and what it is. Next, you'll address your financial highlights. This is going to be very important to hit right here on the front end. And these are going to be your key financial projections and funding requirements, especially if you're requesting any type of funding. You want to get that out there on the front end, and this will let your potential investors know if they're going to read any further. Can they meet your requirements? Are the requirements too high? Are they within their range? Are they pretty low? Whatever it might be. Are they reasonable? Are they unreasonable? Okay. And then finally, a brief introduction to your management or your leadership team. Who are the key leaders? But remember, let's keep this brief. We're not going to give a full profile. So just to go ahead and wrap up, your executive summary is arguably the most important part of your business plan. It is the first thing that your potential investors and stakeholders are going to read. It should be clear, concise, compelling. Let's try to keep it to 1 to 2 pages. If you are going beyond 2 pages, you've included too much information. You might need to pull some things out. Again, this is tailored to potential investors, and the goal is to encourage them to read further, to get them to read the rest of the business plan. This executive summary should provide a snapshot of the business plan in hopes that they will read further and buy into your vision. It should include information about your mission statement, your vision, your brief business description, the opportunity in the market, verify that it's there, financial highlights, as well as your management team. Thank you so much for listening. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. This wraps up our mini lecture series. Thank you so much for joining.